Whenever the floorboards creaked, I imagined myself, or my bed falling through the floor into the basement. That little rope of buoys that separated the deep end from the shallow end in the pool. Ceiling fans. I was afraid that it would come off the ceiling still spinning, and chop me up like a helicopter blades. That and millions of bugs crawling through the windows, and covering my bed like the plastic casket things people used to lay in on Fear Factor. Escalators scared the shit out of me. Trying desperately to fit within a rectangle before it becomes a step, jumping off of them at the end to avoid being sucked down into oblivion. And there was one or two anecdotal stories from the news to convince me that they were, in fact, killers. The FBI warning before movies scared the shit out of me. Old televisions, right after you turned them off, they would glow for a bit. That's when the monsters could come out of the TV and get you. Porcelain dolls. AM 27 now and still terrified, LOL. Emergency broadcast. Fuck that noise to this day. Terry Fox. So in Canada we have Terry Fox Day, and the Terry Fox Walk, because this guy, Terry Fox, tried to run across the country on one leg to raise cancer awareness. My child brain, however, didn't quite understand why. I didn't really understand what cancer was, and nobody would tell me anything more than it's what took Terry's leg. I assumed it was a person or something. So all I knew was that we were walking because a dead man with one leg said we should spread word about cancer, who stole his leg, and giving him money. I was so scared that if I forgot to donate, or if I missed the walk, that Terry Fox's ghost would come with whoever cancer was and take my leg too. So here are some weird things I was afraid of for literally no reason, and what I did about them. 1. That someone would stab me in the back in the night. I had a big stuffed bear I slept with on my back, his arms tucked under my armpits. He was Bagel and his job was to give his life for mine. 2. I was terrified we'd suddenly have to run in the middle of the night, I never knew from what. I kept a go bag under my bag with a change of clothes, and underwear, and shoes, and some books and travel games and such. Other than the clothes, everything in the bag was useless. Honestly, I don't know why I did these things. No one in my family had ever had to run from anything. No one had ever been attacked. We lived in a safe neighborhood. But they were my greatest fears as a child. Lawn flamingos. My big sister told me that they could take your soul if you looked into their eyes, so I'd run past them with my eyes covered. That fucking alligator under my bed that wanted to eat my feet. You gotta turn the lights out and jump in bed quick to avoid its wrath. Sharks in the swimming pool. Could be 3 feet deep, and I was still terrified Jaws was just gonna leave only my trunks floating in the water. Swallowing seeds from fruits. Was teased that they would grow and take over my insides, and a tree would eventually burst out of me. I thought the bathtub drain would suck me down with the water. The busy tone when a call went dead. That used to scare the shit out of me. That the knot in my belly button would come undone, and all my insides would leak out. I wish I was making this up. I also realize now that your navel is not an actual knot, also, that if too much of my arm or leg was sticking out from under the blanket, the bad guy would be able to get me. Edit. Aw, thanks guys, my first awards, and it's because I was an idiot child. I am quite relieved to realize there were a lot of others just as neurotic about their belly buttons as me. The THX sound effect that preceded most movies in the early 2000s. It always scared me as a kid. I listened to it last night, and it still makes me uncomfortable. Not sure why. Turn off the lights to the basement, and then running up the stairs. Chucky. Cheese. That rat still gives me child molester vibes.